right, so we're back. I took two trades basically. One was break even. The other one was this. I basically just want to see it tap and go if this was, really, really bearish. Because 1 hour is now closing, and this looks bullish on the 1 hour. Looks pretty fucking bad, like choppy on the 15 minute, and then the 5 minute is just a mess. Now is a mess because at the time that I shorted right here, it was there. But back to the main trade of the day. I took an entry here on this candle. Soon as I saw this, I wanted to see a close above this. I got that here, but this was just not convincing to me. And then you got this candle right here, which kind of respects this order block. And then there's a new 5 minute candle coming up. Ideally, what I said is like, I want to see us holding this, maybe even sweep this, but holding this and like continue going up. And this to be the order block. We did get that, not the best of closes, but it led me to believe that just because we've set this was the lower wick of the 5 minute. I entered here with my take profit at this area right here, just a little bit above that. And I got into a little bit of drawdown. This was the order block. I said, okay, I'm just gonna wait for this 1 minute to close. Got a nice close here, got a nice close here, got a nice close here again. And then there was like 1 minute left for the 5 minute to close. So I was like, okay, ideally, like if we close, I want to see a close above here, because this is, let me just zoom in a lot, because we were trading here at one point and I wanted to see us break 5 minute structure. And then since my stop would have been here, I would be like perfectly safe. We did go all the way up there, then sold back down below, making like this extreme order block get respected. And this is like the 15 minute fair value gap end, and this is just the order block, the final 15 minute extreme order block. So making that getting respected, I see this candle right here closing and really sharp right here, down here. It closed down here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just exiting at break even. Exited here for like -$4. Then, price goes up. At this point, I'm like, really? I mean, we've tried to go higher. We're all the way up here. Then price went back down. And I guess, okay, yeah, sure. I still had this right here, but I didn't want to risk it after going that high, failed to close. I didn't want to risk getting swept out on the 5 minute power of free, because essentially what I was seeing in my mind was this, is that we would break this structure right here. So that is what I was seeing. It just so happened that we first went to that 15 minute order block and then we went lower. But I was seeing like basically this candle right here, 5 minutes earlier. 5 minutes earlier. So we ended up, I was right either way, so to say, because I would have moved my stop loss to break even at one point, at this point. Once price was near my take profit, I would have moved my stop loss to break even, and I would have taken like a break even again. Overall, I think that was still a good call. Just didn't want to risk that. The failed to close right here. This seemed like a really toppy. It seems like a top. And then there was this sharp move down. I even thought about, I saw this break and even thought about shorting this, but there was 15-minute order block that could get tapped in somewhere down here, somewhere, yeah, in this area. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stick out and watch price action. Then this whole move happens, and I was just waiting at this point, and I wanted to see this. So at this point, I'm bearish, right? This is how the 5 minute looks like. We tap this order block. There's this. I'm bearish. There's this 1 minute break. I was watching for a close down here. So this is the order block. I went with a bigger stop, and my target was somewhere down here at this like big order block. Um, I went with that, but then what I wanted to see is like a tap and go, because there was a new 5 minute candle. Um, there was like 8 minutes left for the 1 hour to close, and if we closed at this area, like this wouldn't really be looking really bearish. So yeah, exited that on the next candle because really I'm breaking my rules there, so there's no point in doing that. I was a bit frustrated because today was a break even, yesterday was a loss. I think I took like a probability loss last week. Then one mistake that costed me like a full R. So not the best sequence of trades. That said, I think no, I'm done for the day. Hope you enjoy and see you guys tomorrow.